oh, I gotta say this too. Okay, so you've seen the trailer, so you've seen that Daniel finds a box of Mr. Miyagi's buried treasure. And what's in that box? I ain't telling you. But all I'm gonna say is that Mr. Miyagi ain't the angel that you always thought he was. But hear me out. Mr. Miyagi was never an angel. Go back to Karate Kid 1. Mr. Miyagi was a drinker, okay? Mr. Miyagi was a thief. Remember when he stole the black belt out the bag for the tournament, okay? And he hustled the referee to get Daniel and him in there. So look, Mr. Miyagi been a hustler. And here's the review. It's karate time. All right, y'all, the time has finally come to talk Cobra Kai Season 6, Part 1. Guys, excuse me here if I'm sweating a little bit. I just dropped my babies off. We just literally finished it just now. I just dropped them off. It's about 8,000 degrees outside. I'm cooking in my own juices here, man. But yo, I couldn't wait to get on camera and talk about this to you all. You know how much I love this show if you've been following my channel. But this is non-spoiler here, so I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm going to say that for Sunday. I got a whole spoiler discussion that I'm going to do, so tune in for that. We're going to talk everything Part 1, first 5 episodes. But for right now, I just got to tell you that I am so satisfied with how the first 5 episodes turned out, man. I love this show, and I love what they did here. You know what I'm saying? Some people have a problem with it, with them being split up into 3 parts, and I get it. I'm a fan myself. I'm a super fan. I don't want to see the next 5 episodes right now, but I get it. Give us bite-sized chunks, okay? Allow us to chew it, digest it. I'm not gonna say shit it out, because I don't want to shit this out. I want to keep it in because it just warms my insides up. But I understand. So just be patient. November is not that far away. November will be here before you know it. So just chill out, okay? Everyone, chill. I gotta say, man, listen, round of applause to, I'm just going over the top of the dome here. I'm not going in any particular order here, but the top of the dome, yo, I gotta give an applause to Peyton List as Tori. I've always had a mini crush on Tori. Shut up, she grown. She grown. I've always had a little crush on Tori, but when I say that Peyton List acted her ass off on these first 5 episodes, holy shit. I don't know where she was digging from or what, but when I say that her performance was so, like, I felt it, man. I felt that shit. Yeah, Tori goes, like, everybody goes through their own shit, man, but Tori is like, wow, man, like, she put an ankle in her performance. And with that being said, okay, I have that out the way now, giving Tori her props, but with that out the way, everybody did their thing here, but I said, wait a minute, because I thought this was going to be a time jump here, because season 5 was what, 2022? So you're talking about what, about 2 years or whatever, 2-year hiatus? I'm like, these kids can't still be in high school. I thought it was going to be a time jump where they're like in college now, and they're getting ready for the Sakai Takai, but no, they're still seniors in high school. You know what I mean? And I'm like, goddamn. So do we have another All Valley? You know what I mean? Like, I was expecting it to be done. Like, you can see Dimitri with his 5 o'clock shadow. When Robbie smiles, you see like kind of the wrinkles now. You know what I'm saying? All these motherfuckers are grown. You know, everybody don't put on a little bit of weight. Especially Sam, not fat. Okay, I'm not fat shaming, but I'm just saying Sam done got some curves on. Like, she got some woman weight. You could tell she ain't no damn kid. She fully grown. Because Sam was like 22, 23 when the show first started. So I ain't complaining, she looked good. But yeah, these ain't kids no more. What I love most about this season is that just the different directions everybody, not so much directions, but how all these characters, all the arcs these characters take, and even the relationship arcs. Like, there's relationships that you thought were never going to be right, or relationships that you thought were going to be unbreakable, and it's like all kind of curveballs are thrown at you here. And not to mention some badass fights. Like, the choreography here is insane. Like, I never thought that they could top the high school fight from the 2nd season. And then they, in a lot of ways, topped it in the 3rd season. So each season, well, with the exception of 4, I wasn't impressed with the All Valley in season 4, except for the fight between Hawk and Robbie. But the choreography here was crazy, man. There was some unexpected fights too, where I'm like, oh shit, this fight's about to happen? Okay. Also, just as I gave Tori praise Peyton List praise for her performance. I think Peyton List like stole the show. This first part, man, like she hands down stole the show here. She killed it. Everybody did their thing, but Peyton List stood the fuck out, man. She stood up and said, "Listen, I am an actor. I am going to chew this role up and make you feel something. You're gonna go on this journey with my character." So to go from a side character in season 2 to now you're one of the focal points this time around, that's very impressive. You know what I mean? But so just as Tori is the shining spot of this season, oh man, Ralph Macchio, who does a good job as Daniel. But when I say Daniel LaRusso was getting on my last damn nerve, Daniel, like, listen, okay, I'm gonna give him a slight pass here because something happens where Daniel kind of gets thrown off of his game, and you know he's all about balance. Miyagi-Do is all about balance, right? So, yeah, Miyagi-Do is all about balance. So Daniel, something happens with Daniel where he gets thrown out of balance and he just is like all over the place, where even Johnny's like, dude, what is your deal? Like, you're being an asshole right now. And with Johnny, you know, Johnny is still Johnny, and even he was getting on my nerves at times because Johnny sometimes was being too Johnny, and I'm like, Johnny, just shut up. Just like you're messing it up. Poor thing, man. Like every time Johnny tries to do good or tries to do the right thing, it always ends up blowing up in his face. I guess that's kind of like an ongoing thing in the show. Like, he means well, but he just keeps fucking up. But still, that's my spirit animal. I love Johnny. I fuck with Johnny because that's me in a lot of ways. Me and Johnny are very similar. He's just a white, older version of me. So yeah, okay, so you know what? That's all I'm gonna say without giving too much away. This is just a brief, out of the living room reaction of Cobra Kai Season 6, Part 1. If you haven't watched it yet, please do so. If you're a fan of the show, I think you will like it. It just checked off all the boxes of everything the show is supposed to be. And though predictable at times, where I predict a lot of things coming, even as far as who's going to be in the Sakai Takai, you know, well, I was off by one. Like, me and my kids all made predictions, and I was off by one. But, yeah, it was a lot of stuff that I saw coming, but then there was some twists and turns where I was like, oh, shit, oh, word? Okay, you did that? You really did that? And of course, Palpatine / Kreese is back this time, and he's in Korea with the best of the best Korean team. And of course, you know, one of the standouts is who I call Young Chosen, because he reminds me of Chosen from Karate Kid 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's definitely the standout. You can tell he's the big baddie, and like it's about to go down. So now I gotta go review Best of the Best. I already reviewed Bloodsport, but you can tell they're taking a lot from those two movies as far as the Sakai Takai. And yeah, Kreese, the devil, he's back in it, man. Sensei Kim and a surprise sensei that I'm like, okay, we just went there. All right, see, I ain't spoiling nothing. Okay, I ain't spoiling shit. So the way this season ended, it wasn't so much on a cliffhanger, but it's like, I can't wait. I can't wait to see what happens, where this goes. Oh, man, this is such a good show. Man, I can't say enough, man. I love this show. So with that being said, I'm going to say the rest of my talk for Sunday. Well, I got to say this, too. Okay, so you've seen the trailer. So you've seen that Daniel finds a box of Mr. Miyagi's buried treasure. And what's in that box? I ain't telling you. But all I'm going to say is that Mr. Miyagi ain't the angel that you always thought he was. But hear me out. Mr. Miyagi was never an angel. Go back to Karate Kid 1. Mr. Miyagi was a drinker, okay? Mr. Miyagi was a thief. Remember when he stole the black belt out the bag for the tournament, okay? And he hustled the referee to get Daniel and him in there. So, look, Mr. Miyagi been a hustler. So, yeah, y'all, yeah, Season 1, Part 1. Let me Season 1, how it sound? Season 6, Part 1, to me, gets an A. Great way to start it off, man. 2-year hiatus, and yeah, besides the kids all being grown now, even the kids that were kids, like you look at Kenny and you look at Anthony LaRusso, they're supposed to be freshmen in high school. They're supposed to be starting high school, but now they look like the seniors. You know, Kenny's all tall and shit now, and he's got deep ass voices, like a lot bigger than Robbie, which is, you know, crazy to see, because last time we saw them, Robbie was like big brother, and now Kenny's looking down to him, you know. Okay, so I did cut a lot of shit out of this video because I feel like I was spoiling shit. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at this. Dope, gets an A, can't wait for Part 2. I was not disappointed, and that's it, and that's all. Tori was the MVP here, somewhat. And Daniel, yeah, Daniel needs to go sit down somewhere. Daniel be doing too damn much, man. And well, you notice I didn't mention Chosen that much except for Young Chosen, but that's reason why, because Chosen is even off his game here. You know, not acting, but I'm just saying his character's off his game. Ever since he had that fight with Terry Silver, you know, Chosen has not really been the same. But there's also something deeper going on within Chosen that's got him kind of off his rocker a little, not off his rocker, but you know, he's just not there all the way, and that's to be revealed when you watch it. I think I did a good job without spoiling. If you don't think so, fuck y'all. So yeah, what'd you think about season 1? If you've seen it, comment freely below. Let me know what you thought. This is Rashad G signing out. See you in the next video.